Runes are an endgame gearing progression system that is, like many other things, very poorly explained in game, and you probably have no idea how it actually works. In this video, I will explain how runes work, how you can farm them and upgrade them, what are the best runes and synergies, and a few tips that will reduce the RNG of unlocking rune slots. Opening your inventory, and on the bottom, pressing this button opens the rune management system. You will notice that runes can only go into both weapons, necklace, belt, bracelet and both rings. They cannot go in any other gear piece. If you have any runes, they will appear at the bottom. There are 3 types of runes and 3 tiers of runes. Attack runes, which are indicated with the red icon, defense runes indicated by the blue icon, and support runes indicated by the yellow icon. Each rune has stats that can be leveled and upgraded. Each of the 3 types of runes can also be in 3 tiers, grey, green and blue. Upon placing eligible gear pieces into the rune management tool, 3 sockets with hammer icons will appear under it. To unlock the socket, you need a rune hammer, which can be crafted at any crafting NPC for 100 rune fragments, purchased weekly at Contract Coin Merchant, obtained in the Battle Pass, purchased from the auction house for Lucent, or obtained through RNG when doing material rune conversion. Rune fragments are obtained by dissolving runes, but it is also RNG how many you get. There is also a rune synergy list that shows different bonuses each gear piece can have. Now that you understand the basic concept of rune system, let's talk about how you can actually farm and upgrade them. Runes can be obtained through different events, world bosses, open world dungeon farming, but the easiest, fastest and most consistent way is to farm challenge dungeons. Each week 2 dungeons are in the rotation and each dungeon has 30 different tiers of difficulty. There is no entry limit and you can farm them infinitely. These are tier 2 dungeons and bosses that have increased difficulty, more mechanics, harder damage and more HP. There is no matchmaking, so you need to create a party. Each tier also increases gear score requirements and rewards. The good part is that you do not need to clear every single tier to unlock the next tier. For example, if the party leader has cleared tier 5, you can instantly go into tier 5 boss without clearing lower tiers. Defeating a boss will award you with 1 RNG rune chest for a specific gear piece. The runes are connected, which means to level up a specific rune, you need to get that exact same rune, with the same stats to have a chance at leveling it up. Leveling up isn't always 100% guaranteed. For example, if you have a grey level 2 weapon defense rune with heavy magic attack evasion, to level it up, you would need another weapon defense rune with heavy magic attack evasion, regardless of the color. Each time the same rune drops, it has a chance to go up by 1 level, or if it fails, it stays the same level. Grey runes can be leveled up to 20, green runes to 40, and blue runes to level 60, and it's all done automatically, with RNG, as soon as the rune lands in your inventory. But here is something crazy that you probably didn't know about. Each rune that drops in your inventory has a hidden system called watermark. For example, if I dissolve blue level 3 support rune, next time I drop any grey, green or blue rune with those exact stats, that rune has a chance to become a level 4 blue rune. This means that the rune level is saved on your character and it doesn't reset when dissolving, so you do not need to stack runes in your inventory. Keep the runes you want to use and dissolve everything else. This is important to know for farming. Knowing that dissolved runes keep the level, the most efficient way to farm both runes and rune fragments is this. Start by farming tier 5 boss until most of the grey runes have built up watermark level 20. After that, move to tier 10 and farm until most of the runes become green until around level 25 or 30. After that, you can move to tiers 11 to 15, which drops blue runes and can turn any level 25 green rune into a level 26 blue rune. Even if leveling up fails, if you drop a blue rune, that level 25 green rune will turn into a level 25 blue rune. If you already got lucky and somehow managed to get 3 lower level blue runes that you want to use, you can farm them with lower tier bosses. But keep in mind that to level up a rune, it cannot be equipped. Useful runes are kept in the inventory during farming and equipped when you are done, as resocketing them doesn't cost anything. In theory, you can get to the point where every single rune that exists has built up a watermark of level 40, meaning that every blue rune you drop next has a 35% chance to become level 41 blue rune or a 65% chance to become level 40 blue rune if leveling fails. Farming levels are important as dissolving higher level runes gives more rune fragments needed to craft rune hammers. It is a very slow and very grindy process, but with the watermark system you don't have to worry about dissolving useless runes. You have to dissolve them to craft rune hammers that will be needed to reroll sockets, which are very important for the rune synergy. The rune synergy for each gear piece is shown in this list. It offers different stats for each gear piece and it varies depending on the color of the equipped runes, meaning you will want to equip 3 blue runes. But not just any 3 blue runes. First you start by using a rune hammer to unlock 3 sockets. Each socket has a random chance to unlock attack, defense or support socket. To get the synergy you want, the sockets need to be in order shown next to the synergy in this list. For example, I would want +3 dexterity and 3% attack speed synergy, meaning my sockets need to be attack, support, defense in that exact order. If the sockets are not in this order, you can use rune hammers to re-roll them until you get the desired outcome. This is important to know as you will most likely need a lot of hammers, which means the knowledge of how to farm high level runes, dissolving them for rune fragments, and then crafting endless amounts of rune hammers is the most efficient way to get the top tier runes and synergies. Now that you have perfect 3 sockets in order for the synergy, you need runes that can go into these sockets. If you just want the synergy, you can equip runes with any stats, but you will want to aim for the runes with the best stats for your build and your character. Getting blue ones will require a lot of farming or getting really lucky with random drop chests from events and world bosses, but once you get them, it's time to farm. Always focus on farming runes first, then dissolving higher level ones for more rune fragments. I understand when watching all of this for the first time, it might sound complicated and very daunting, but once you test it in game yourself, you will notice it's very simple. Weapons and accessories have 3 rune slots each. Use rune hammers to open sockets. Reroll sockets until you get them in order for the synergy of your liking. Farm challenge dungeons to level watermark up, dissolve runes you don't need, craft more rune hammers to reroll and open more sockets, and keep runes you want to use. Get those runes you want to blue, equip them for the synergy, and unequip when you want to farm them. Eventually, after long, slow and hard grind, all your gear pieces will have blue runes with perfect synergy. And congratulations, you have successfully completed the Advanced Rune System lesson. If you have any questions or need more details, ask them in the comments, and if you don't, watch the next advanced lesson about the traits by clicking on the video on your screen.